Alright, yeah, it's time to get the battle underway now. Well, that wraps up the trial, so now it's time to face me in an elite battle. And my team is just locked in too, isn't it? Right the moment that I start the trial. That means I'm leading with Vivian, which I really don't want to be leading with, honestly. All prepped and ready to take me on? I guess I'll just U-turn into, like, Lotus or something like that. I assume he uses Fire Pokemon, right? Yeah, he's gonna use 6 Meg Mortar. Coming right up. Watch out, because I'm cranking up the heat. I can just U-turn out, and then he'll get some not very effective moves, and that might actually work strategy-wise. It'll take some of the, aggro off of Glader there. So, Harmonia. Take it there's some messy history between you and Kieran, huh? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it sure seems like Drayton's cooking up something fishy, too. Yeah, everything's getting so complicated. Can't you all just get over yourselves? If you want to say something, just say it. If you want to do something, just do it. Just do it! I'm not the kind of guy who wastes time sweating the small stuff. I battle because I want to battle. And you know what? That's how it should be. I'm Crispin, the Elite Four rep in this here Savannah biome. I want to win, so that's exactly what I'll do. I like that. You're challenged by Crispin of the BB League Elite Four. Alright. Oh, he's got the freaking oven Rotom out there. Don't like the duck lips of Magmar, but it's so much cooler. What, with Magmortar? Or it's cooler than Magmar? Now then, time to get cooking. Wait, no, time to start battling. Wait, Magmortar, but it's an A10 Warhawk? What? Pro tip is Talonflame has to die? No Talonflame allowed. Yeah, this would have been a not half bad battle to bring in a water Pokemon. I could have brought in my Inteleon from the Sword and Shield playthrough. Or just, like, switch out my party for these different Elite Four battles, but, meh. Fixing Magmortar by removing it and making something better, design-wise. Oh. Oh, that's not great. That's not actually very fantastic, is it now? Yeah, let's barely do any damage here. You are going to be 4 times weak to rock, though. So, as long as I can get a thing here, assuming you don't, like, outspeed close combat me or something like that, which I honestly fully expect to happen now. Okay, I'm not going to take that much damage to... Wow, okay! Yeah, let's go ahead and say... Yeah, how about I just do this, actually, because, my god. I guess Sunny Day plus critical hit there. Didn't really seem to care all that much about the not very effectiveness. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the music's pretty neat. Oh! Not my absolute favorite, but it's not half bad. There. Yeah, I get that 4 times weakness. Cool. You're really gonna douse our flames if you keep using moves like that. Yeah, Lotus gonna come in clutch here, I think. That's what it's seeming like. You know what I'm just now thinking about? It's a bit late to do it with this playthrough, but maybe for a future playthrough. What if I treated the layout that I have here of my different Pokemon like the UI that they had in the Pokemon anime for characters that are battling, where when a Pokemon from my party gets knocked out, they go grayscale to signify that they've been knocked out. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? I could set the hotkeys on my Steam Deck, Stream Deck, whatever. They sound so similar. That could be a cool idea for a future playthrough, right? Yeah, wouldn't that be awesome? I feel a lot more like the anime. Too late to set up at this point. We're already over 100 parts into this playthrough and wrapping up the DLC, so a bit late now. But maybe the next time I play a Pokemon game, maybe I'll set that up, because I can absolutely set something like that up. For sure. But yeah, let's see here. The thing with Pokemon is that no other monster collecting game makes you feel as much of a connection with your Pokemon, either because you fuse them constantly, like in Shin Megami Tensei, or they just don't stick. Yeah, there have been some other games that have attempted to... Oh, that's bad. That have attempted to do it. Like, I think Temtem was very much a Pokemon clone kind of game. I've never played it myself. I don't know that much about it. But there really isn't much competition for Pokemon in that niche. Because, yeah. Oh my god! What is with these crits? Pokemon doesn't really have much competition in its niche of what kind of game it is. I guess I can use a full restore. That's what I can do. Are you Ghost Fire? In which case I might not be able to do Swift. Might be able to do Bitter Malice. What types are Rotom Heat again? Rotom Heat. Let's see here. Bulbapedia, sure. Heat Rotom. Heat Rotom is Electric Fire. Okay, so it drops the Ghost type. Okay. So, yeah, Electric is the other one then. Glimmora is hard code to get crit more often. This is a joke. I wouldn't be surprised. Probably won't be great for this battle. Here, let's swap in Sonder here. Yeah. Let's see what we can do about this. Yeah, I might just end up doing this. And then get a little bit more damage then. Urpon and Zoroark are good for future Pokemon, but not so much now. Not in this kind of setting. See that in Gen 1 or 2 for what, like hard coding? Someone getting crit more often or something? Alright. Let's terrestrialize Glader here. I don't know how the pronunciation of that name is meant to canonically be. But I guess I can call my Pokemon whatever I want, so I can say that's just the pronunciation. But yeah, 2 later Pokemon in this team is what you mean then. So maybe not to be using in the early stage of the battle, you mean here. Ooh, I almost took out Rotom. Oh, I am not burned anymore. Also, does Dragon resist Ghost? I thought that I would have been weak to that. But I guess not. Cool. Alright. Yeah. We'll take out the Rotom here. I am going to Foul Play. Whoops. I mean, Nasty Plot. Yeah, let's keep on using Dragon Darts here. That's boosted with Terrestrialization and Dragon Dance. So I figured that Gladear here might be pretty good for my double shenanigans. Maybe I should revive Lotus in case I need her. Plus, EXP. Might not be a bad idea. Oh, yikes! Another crit! What the hell? Alright, I think my one Pokemon will just be committing to healing while Glader focuses on actually dishing out damage here. This is what it's come down to. This might be the strat that I'm relying on now. Alright, get out here, Sunlight. Occurrence burn through sheer determination? Nice. Alright, that's pretty cool. Oh god, man. Both Kirby and Vivian are gonna be kind of weak here. So, I mean... Executor, my favorite fire type. It's not your final Pokemon, is it? Because this would be explained by you terrestrializing into a fire. Yeah, skill issue. No, it's not your final one yet. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this and just commit. This has become my cheese strat. Alright. Wait, what? Alright. Dragon Darts time. Everyone dies through the power of my children that I send at you. In Sword and Shield, you used to actually send out the Dreepy. I guess you don't have that animation in Scarlet and Violet anymore, even though they could have literally just copy-pasted it. But I guess that's a bit too much. And is this a new unique animation? Did they make a new animation for Dragon Darts over just using the same cooler one from before? Don't get it. Executor's Flamethrower and Will-O-Wisp. Oh. Blaziken's your final one, huh? Is it gonna be a speed boost Blaziken? Or something? And since they're poisoned, I could always just cheese it over until I win. So I win this no matter what, I think, at this point. Here, I may as well just for EXP and stuff, right? No, not my bag. Here, just do this. I was just there for sun benefit and solar beam coverage. Oh yeah, I guess it would be able to use things like solar beam at that point. Time to terastallize and really turn up the heat. Go on, Blaziken, burn bright red. Imagine he terastallizes the Executor now instead. What? And then he doesn't. Yeah, I did the pan like he was gonna flip it out, and then it teleported to his hand and he just threw it. Man, lame. Dragon darts. But I mean, realistically, what's gonna happen? I run out of revives first, or they come to poison first. So like, I thought you already ate a berry. Oh, your ability like brought it back. Whatever the heck. Ow. All right, I can win with Dragon Darts on the next turn as long as I don't die to Executor here. You miss? Oh no, I was taking a little bit long, so I was. Oh, we're good. We are a-okay. We'll outspeed them. We'll Dragon Darts. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, you're super fast. Yeah, you are a speed boost Blaziken. Hopefully, I'm still faster than you. Harvested a citrus berry. Dear God. Yeah, I probably would have. Seems to have the better longevity here with this crazy setup. Vivian's gonna have a lot of speed. So here, let's do this. Egghead never dies. We'll see about that. So if we go ahead and Night Slash here, and we Dragon Darts. Oh, thank goodness I'm still faster than Blaziken. Yeah, Dragapult's a very fast Pokemon. Alright, no more Blaziken. I can see how Executor be really annoying if you don't really have the firepower to take it down. Now you can eat both Dragon Darts. Well, what? No, I got my order of things mixed up. My brain told me that Vivian got the kill on Blaziken for a second because I'm going crazy. Do you have like that pepper Pokemon since he's a chef and fire type trainer? Oh yeah, that like grass and fire one. I forgot that was a Pokemon. You're right. I wanted to win, but I lost. Yeah, that's how it goes. All right, sweet. Oh, that was amazing. I cranked the heat all the way up, eh, Harmonia? I love battles. I love cooking because they're both so easy to understand. I don't know about that. In battles, you either win or you lose. With cooking, your dish is either spicy or not spicy. What is this dialogue? Simple, right? But right now, the mood in the League Club feels, I don't know, off. So frustrating. The mood doesn't fit into the categories of spicy or not spicy. Wish I knew how we could go back to being the fun club we were before. But hey, didn't mean to douse the flames there. You are real strong, Harmonia. Let me see if I can transfer the burning heat from our battle to my frying pan that I'll use as a drawing pen. I'll whip you up something great. Still one of the best lines in Pokemon history, though, with the drawing pan. Elite Four's Crispin defeated. Sure loves his Magmortar. That would hurt your arm if you're actually trying to just like hold it out in the air for so long while Magmortar's heating it up. Also, will you not burn your hand? What do I know? Alright, we did it. Yeah, he's very fun. Here, I'll give you all my favorite moves to serve up in battle. Obtain TM207 Temper Flare. Is that a new move? Spurred by desperation, the user attacks the target, whose power is doubled if the user's previous move failed. I almost read that as flailed. I don't know why I'm struggling so much with words lately. I've got no clue how to manage the temperature of anything besides what I'm cooking. So all I can say is, crank up the heat all you want in the BB League, Harmonia. Alright, I'll burn it down. Because you told me so. Look at what slower his Magmortar is. Oh, man. Yeah, that was a spicy meatball right there. Because Done for Pokemon was great. It was so good. Oh, yeah. Champ in the making. So that's 2 Elite Four members down already, huh? You sure are crushing it. Crispin's no pushover. He's just super straightforward. I think that's kind of part of his charm, you know? Well, I used to chow down on Crispin's cooking after club activities let out. Those were the days. Well, maybe the atmosphere is different than Crispin because you're not making people food anymore. Because he's been worrying about the way things are too, in his own way. You could tell that Kieran just spawned in off camera because his shadow popped in the last shot. Seems like things are going well with the BB League. Right, Harmonia? What's up, mighty champion? Scoping out the competition? I was getting worried. It'd be so disappointing if Harmonia had gotten weaker. You seem as strong as ever, thankfully. Harmonia, go all the way. Don't go losing. I can't show you how strong I've gotten if you don't even make it to me. There's mountains popping in. Someone's good and riled up. Anyway, you've got places to be, right? Better not keep you. See ya. Good luck with the remaining elite, too. Well. There we go. Another Elite Four battle complete. Am I auto-healed? That's not my menu button. I am not. I honestly expected that I would be. I was not. Thank goodness there's a machine here. What would you like to do? I would like to heal my Pokemon. Also, the Legend Arceus balls just become these weird blue things. Masquerada and your other Pokemon are all better now. Looks like your Terror got charged too. Which would be a very fitting color with the pre-evolved form of Zoroark here. It would go with the blue that is of the shiny form of Hisui and Zorua that is used in the text Sonder there. That I really wish that it had kept on evolution instead of going purple. I like the light blue more, but congratulations on your victory against Crispin of the Elite Four. Thanks. Terror Orb is all charged. I don't think I need to farm any more stuff here, so should I just go to the next battle? What video game am I getting confused with where Y is the map button? What game was I playing recently where that's the map button? I guess I'll go here to What's-Her-Face. We can do Drayton last. Sounds good to me. I've not really done any trekking in here at all. So, I mean, we can trek over there and go see what's what. Not even set an objective marker. Just run. Kid's ready to kill you. The potato salad told him to do it. It probably did. Probably whispering in his ear about how he was the one that should have deserved the ogre. Or that did deserve the ogre. Whatever the heck. But didn't get it. Like how the advertisement for the DLC is permanently there. Yeah. Just constantly advertising it. I really don't like it when games do that. There have been a lot of modern PC games that I've played that do that whenever you open the menu, and I find it really annoying. It's always gonna be there. Even before you buy it, just the fact that it's there constantly advertising to you anytime you open the menu, it's like, okay, can you just not maybe? Oh my god. Would be nice. One small bit of credit that I do need to give this game is the environments are a lot crazier than that of the main game, and the main game was already breaking so much with its environments that the fact that this is going a lot harder is like, hey, look, the performance is a little bit better. Doesn't say that much because this feels just as broken as the main game. It's just that the environment is a lot crazier in comparison. It's still, you know, you can compare it to something like Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and it's still gonna pale in comparison, but still, in comparison to main game Scarlet and Violet, we trade off a crazier environment and more Pokemon on screen at once for same level of performance. But yeah, the getting a lot of boss baby vibes from this tweet is doing numbers to your brain? What? You what now? What did I just read? So what a weird place for a pier. Maybe it's just like for fishing? Something or other? Maybe? What's in the cave? Wah! A Rotom! People keep mad that you bring up Xenoblade in your essay about this game. Yeah, that's something that I've noticed in comments as well, where it's like, oh my god, can you not stop talking about Xenoblade? It's like, you need other examples. I can't just treat this game as a completely isolated thing, instead of saying, hey, look at some examples of other things on the exact same level of hardware that do phenomenally better performance-wise. Like, what are you supposed to do? Just take my word for it? It's a video essay. So God playing Xenoblade, starting to get worried that you just won't like it. I would say try it out. I quite like Xenoblade. Friggin' Sate Jam sent me a meme earlier today that said, like, Xenoblade 1 sucks. I was like, Sate, what are you trying to do here? yoink, yoink, yoink. Yeah, all 3 of the Xenoblade games on the Switch. It's just that 3 is the most recent one. Probably has the craziest environments in terms of the sheer vastness of them. There are some pretty crazy ones in 1 and 2, though, as well, to be fair. I don't want to just single out 3. But it's like, yeah, if you look at this, there's a lot of people that aren't super familiar with Switch stuff that play on other consoles like PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and don't really touch the Switch, and will look at something as Scarlet and Violet as an isolated experience and just assume that this is the hardware capabilities of the Switch, because they don't have a frame of reference for other things to compare it to. Which is why I bring up another frame of reference to compare it to. But yeah, there are a lot of people that did get pretty mad at me for constantly bringing up Xenoblade. And there's a lot of people in other videos that bring up Xenoblade a decent bit in comparison to Pokemon as well, just because they are really good, like 2 popular examples to compare to one another on the hardware. That Xenoblade or Breath of the Wild / Tears of the Kingdom. Those are the best things to compare it to, in terms of like big popular things that a lot of people are probably going to know about. But you know, the whole idea of Breath of the Wild / Tears of the Kingdom and Xenoblade being brought up to some really diehard Pokemon fans, it's like a bring up the Antichrist, you know, or something like that. It's just like, this blasphemous thing! How dare you bring this blasphemy in this sacred household, is what it feels like is happening when you bring up those kinds of games. I don't know. We haven't played X yet, and you technically haven't finished 2, but 1 is probably your favorite. That's fair enough there. I like 2 in some different ways. Out of the 3 of them, I mean, out of the 4 of them, including X, I think my favorite is probably 2. And then maybe 1 close behind, and then X, and then 3, maybe. But I do love them all. It'd be really cool if X came to the Switch. It'd be really cool if X actually got an ending to its story. This probably isn't too spoilery to say, but it ends on an indeterminate note. It's a bit of a cliffhanger ending that implies that there's got to be a sequel that elaborates on this. And now it's, what, 7 years later, about to be 8? And it's like, you what now? No, it is 8. It's about to be 9, because it came out in 2015, not 2016. It was the end of 2015. And it's like, there's still no answers. It's a fantastic game gameplay-wise. The music rocks, the world is awesome, the gameplay and the skills are amazing. But the story is just, it's not super good. It pales in comparison to the Xenoblade Chronicles trilogy that are like very story-based games. X is not very story-based, so it's not as interesting of a story, but it's just interesting enough to get my attention and want to know what happens, and then it doesn't even answer the questions, and it's just one big mystery of like what the heck is going on here. So, and yeah, like, it's a Sawano composed game, so it's absolutely out of this world. But yeah, your brother has the same complaint, but then again, he's not a man of culture. Really wish you had non-emulated ports of these games to see how little of a difference there is in performance. Yeah, what with things like X. Big issue with 2 is that battles just took so long, so you got under-leveled hard by the end. Yeah, if you're not doing like side quests and facing a lot of foes, it can get pretty grindy at times just to get strong enough and stuff. And if you want to grind like core crystals and get the blades you want and stuff, it can get a little bit annoying. Welcome to Canyon Plaza. We're the team that supports Marius, I don't know, of the Elite Four. And you're Harmonia, right? One of the BB League challengers. That's me! Now lean a hand over 50 BP if you want to take on the Elite Trial here. Are you ready and willing to pay with your life? Then pay with your blood! But yeah, and yeah, both 1 and 2, I feel like throw a lot of mechanics at you that you don't always need to be using, but if you get to the end and aren't familiar with how to use them, then it's like, well, now I gotta figure this all out so much later, and now there isn't as easy tutorials for it anymore because it piled on a whole bunch of stuff at the beginning. That was an issue that I had with Xenoblade 1 the first time that I played it. The biggest thing for that with me was like chain attacks, where it's like, it introduced chain attacks, I never really used it past that point until it was mandatory with the Zord fight, and I was like, how the heck do I use chain attacks? What? Stuff like that. And all the bazillion little things in that game. Like the gems, the crafting, the armor slots, all sorts of things that I'm familiar with now, but back then it was like, holy crap. Thank you very much. Duly received and noted. Yeah, they are pretty darn bright here. Now here she comes, our very own Amiris. I'm just gonna keep on saying it like that then. Harmonia, yes? As you see, I'm present and ready for your trial. A change of location is required. Come. Yeah, it did for a little while for me. Now I'm familiar with it now that I have a whole lot of time in 2. When was the last time that I put 2 in? Can I check my hours? Curiosity, and there's a Xenoblade 3 profile pic. Probably would have been a little while since the last time I put it in. It was 225 in Xenoblade 3. I definitely have more than that in 2. Who knows? I wish I could check, like, all my games here. It'll be nice. Now it's just showing all these recent Pokemon things. I can't believe I have over 250 hours in Sword. Changing locations required. Come. Alright, so what's this trial going to be? Out into another random field again. The decision to allow you to take on the League was irregular. An exception among exceptions. I was against it, as you know, but the Academy allowed it and the ruling is absolute. Also, one thing that I guess I am realizing, everyone going out into the field and doing their trials, I guess sort of makes sense as students that are just doing this as a for-fun club-based thing, and instead of some big institutional thing. So maybe my criticism about the quiz one paling in comparison to Blaine, you could argue, isn't super valid because it's meant to be just a very small scale, out of pocket, if there's any budget at all, kind of thing for the students here that are just doing it for fun instead of a big institutional thing like the gym challenge. Maybe. I don't know. I still feel like you could have a lot more charm in one way or another. Like maybe the students are holding up like Blaine dollars or something like that, helping out. You know, some sort of way to bring some more charm into it as a low budget kind of student put together feeling thing, you know? So there's that. 25 hours and 3 rookie numbers. Yeah, I know it could be a lot more, but there's so many other games I want to play. Like this. And yeah, pretty much here with the field. I was against it, as you know. But the Academy allowed it, and their ruling is absolute. Therefore, I will carry out my duty as a member of the Elite Four as flawlessly as I always do. The Elite Trial I devised starts right here. I call my challenge the Flying Time Trial. You will need to fly around the skies of the terrarium while riding a Pokemon. Which Pokemon? Reach the goal with a prescribed time, and you will pass the trial. Fly through the Magnemite rings, and extra time will be added to the countdown. I recommend you go through as many rings as possible as you fly toward the goal. Okay. You verified that you're ready and willing to take on my Flying Time Trial. I'm ready. Understood. I assume you have a Pokemon to ride on. Please bring it out of its ball. Yeah, it's my rock. Never mind. I don't even take the Pokeball out of a pocket. It just spawns and despawns in my hand. Ah, good. With some effort, this Pokemon should be capable of flight. This does not look at face value like a Pokemon that'd be capable of flight. Her name is Agias. Yes, this is for you to eat. Steroids for illegally cheating in the competition. Yeah, I think it'd be funny if we got a fake out video on the Scarlet and Violet DLC that's just another glitch compilation. Just do another When Worlds Collide. Crispin could have been inspired from the Fire-type gym leader in Black and White as something for the story. Probably, considering all the Unova parallels. Like maybe a kiddo of the, I don't remember what the brothers' names were, but of the one Fire guy one, or something like that. Ah! Rhydon is brimming with power. What your Agias just consumed is a supplement. It wasn't freaking drugs that enhance the Pokemon's flight capabilities. I repaired it using the leaves of a mysterious plant that was found growing in the terrarium. And you just immediately fed it to my lizard? Are you kidding me? What if it was toxic? Your Agias will be able to soar through the skies as it pleases, but only for the duration of this trial. Okay, so you're for sure familiar with this plant and you already know this. How to play. Try to reach the goal within the time limit by flying on Koraidon's back. Passing through Magnemite rings will grant you extra time. You can fly freely in any direction using the left stick. Oh yeah, I think I heard about this where there's like a free fly thing. It's not just gliding anymore. Move the left stick up to fly up. Move the left... Oh, I kind of wish that it was... Maybe there's an option in the menu to invert it, turn it like flight controls. I don't know. Move the left stick left or right to change direction. You have all you need to begin the challenge. I wish you luck. Also, speaking about games with flying, my favorite flight game as a kiddo was Snoopy versus the Red Baron on the PlayStation 2. And it's occurring to me that that's another game that I played a whole bunch on my PlayStation 2, but I've never covered on the channel. I wonder how long that game is. It's not super long, right? Because I feel like playing this is probably going to make me just want to play Snoopy versus the Red Baron, which is not a game that you'd think would be, like, super great, but it was actually really darn fun. And its boss battles were really cool. I think my favorite one was this one running through this forest against this scorpion-like chainsaw dudo that swipes at you with his chainsaws. And now it makes me want to play that, because you have to, like, tilt your plane to avoid them in the right directions. It was actually really cool. This is it, I guess. I mean, at least it controls better than the ice-type gym from the main game, I guess. But yeah. By the way, no way this institution is holding up under all the pressure of the ocean. But yeah, not looking forward to anything that could be coming for Gen 5. Yeah. That's fair enough there. But yeah, there are invert options. Okay, that's cool. And in Snoopy versus the... Oh, I started pressing the opposite way there. In Snoopy versus the Rhybaron, I think that it wasn't inverted. I could be wrong on that, though. I don't remember if there was an option to change it in there. Okay, okay. This is the Legends game, so that was probably the most fun you've had in Pokemon in a long time. That game definitely had a lot of cool ideas, and I liked a lot of the ideas that I brought to the table, for sure. But yeah. Now we got to see why Superman 64 had so much fog. Never played it before, but my goodness, the horror stories I've heard of that game. I did it! That was an impressive display of punctuality. I must admit, it was satisfying to watch you fly. Congratulations, you have cleared my elite trial. Now, a change of location is required once again. Come.